Hey guys, Badged in Blue here. Just wanted to do a quick little video on the 511 Light for Life that I was talking about in one of my previous videos. Brought it right over here. I'm going to pull it out of this charger. This is the light right here. So, kind of like the mag lights, but it's very, very light. It'll actually, it's totally sealed. It can float in water. That right there is where it'll charge. It's got a couple modes here. See if I can flip you all around, but I'll just shine it up here. So there's the light. If you hold it, it gets brighter, and if you were to double tap, if I get it to work, there we go, then it strobes like a lot of lights do. And then right here's the charger. You see it says 511 on there. It's just a cylinder with a little LED indicator light right here. That'll light up blue when you're charging it. My car's off, so it's not going to show you. It'll get solid when it's fully charged, and then when you first plug it in, it'll kind of start out slow, and then it'll go into a quicker blink, and as it gets faster, you know it's getting charged up. It takes 90 seconds, and then if you turn it on the low setting, it says it'll give you about 2 hours of light time. I've never had to test it that long. But obviously if you were out doing traffic or something like that, I bought this when I was doing security years ago and working night shifts. It sat around for a while because I switched over to days for a while, but now that I'm a cop on nights, I figured I'd start trying to give it a shot again, see how it's working. Again, the reason I call it the Light for Life is it's guaranteed to last you a lifetime, because they tested the number of charges, and most people won't be at least doing the job in the amount of time that it would take you to kill this light. I believe, like I said, it's been years, but I believe if it didn't last you, or any of the pieces didn't last you, you would just contact 511 and they'll send you out the pieces. So again, the charger was here. The one end is the cigarette plug, cigar plug, charger plug, whatever you want to call it. And then there's actually another end with a wall plug right there. And on the other end of that, you could just plug the cigarette plug into it. Let me grab it here. So you can just plug that right in. So it's all basically one. You just have one piece here that would go into the wall, or you can just plug it straight into your car. The mount also had a spot right here, so you can mount it to your vehicle. For those of you that get your own take homes and stuff like that, you could find a spot to screw it in there and mount it right into the vehicle, and then it would always be set for you. Like I said, it takes 90 seconds. You should be able to get like 2 hours out of the charge with that, as long as you're not strobing or on the extra bright. But you have to hold it for the extra bright, so most of the time you're not gonna hold it that long. But that's it. Just wanted to give you a quick little video about that. For those of you that didn't know about the light, I haven't looked in a while to even see if they still make it. I'm hoping they do. Because mine's sat, I think the plug's getting a little bad, so it has to sit just right to actually charge correctly. So I may look into replacing that. But the light's always been great. I can see, a pretty good distance with it, and it'll light up a lot when you need it. And again, it's a nice big light, so you could still do the functions, as far as maybe using it almost like a baton. I know they tell you that that's not technically correct. You're supposed to use your baton, but if you were approaching a traffic stop and you had this light on you, and you needed to quick use something, you're going to use your flashlight. I think it would probably still hurt, but it weighs nowhere near as much as some of the big mag lights. I had a Streamlight. That one went bad, and I found out that Streamlight, you have to buy their specific batteries. They look like they're all D or C's that are like taped together. But I heard from another officer that if you don't use their exact Streamlight batteries, then the flashlight won't work, or it'll break it in some way. So I like Streamlight. They're from my area, so I try to use their stuff. But obviously, if their flashlights are going to be like that, I switched off. And this one was really expensive. I think it was like $180, $190 flashlight. But when I went through the academy, there was a guy there that mentioned, one of the big things that officers really need is a good flashlight. He said, get something rechargeable. He had a nice big mag light with like some reflective tape on the end. in case he was directing traffic, you know, he could use pretty much either end if he needed to. But he mentioned getting, you know, make sure it's rechargeable because you don't want to run out of batteries when you're on shift and things like that. So not only was this rechargeable, but it did it in 90 seconds, whereas the Streamlight took, I think, almost a half an hour to get a decent charge out of it. And that had 2 different chargers. They were exactly the same, but then the end had either the wall plug or the cigar plug. So I like that this is both all in one. So at least when I went to store it away for a while when I wasn't using it, at least I kept everything together. So that's pretty much it. 511 Light for Life. I love it. Don't know if anyone else has done any reviews. If you guys maybe want to check it out. I bought mine on Galls, like I said, years ago. Price is probably about the same if they still exist, but just wanted to give a quick update on that. If anyone else has them, leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of it, if you ever had any issues or anything like that. And I'll see you guys later. Badge and Blue out.